Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel on episode 17 of Not So Human. And it has been a month since I filmed the last episode, and this is mainly because I was very busy filming all the content for businesses and hobbies. So I'm still trying to figure out how I can best tackle everything. Oh, my cat is coming down, so if you hear any kitty noise, don't pay any attention to it. But I'm trying to now figure out how to tackle the 4 Let's Plays that I have on my channel. So I have Not So Human, I have Not So Berry, which I am still working on the machinima episodes. But once I'm done with the remaining 2, which is Emma's episode and then a starting episode for Opal as the Generation 3 sim, I am also working on setting up season 2 of Whimsy Stories, and then we have the newest series, which is From Hobbies to Riches, which is my Sims for Business and Hobbies Let's Play. So I'm trying to figure out how to tackle all of those and to put out regular content for each of them. So once I've set everything up for the 2 that need the most time, I will probably have 1 week 2 series and then another week the other 2, so that you will see episodes of each series every 2 weeks on either Friday or Sunday. So that's what I'm currently working on. But for now, I hope you lovelies liked the little machinima that I did in the beginning of this episode. While Selene is looking happy right now, she for sure isn't. She lost her magic. She also lost Cupcake. Cupcake did pass away during her experiment, actually. So she woke up not only learning that she lost her magic and now has to basically travel all over to maybe find some answers that can help her get her magic back, but she also learned that she has actually lost her kitten, which she adopted after the loss of her first kitten, Toby. And we are traveling with Artemis Gregory, who is a field operative of the magic realm. So she has already started to go through the jungle, clear a path for Selene to go through. And as she rounds the corner, there is a stillness in the air. She looks up and notices a bed of sloths watching her. Artemis is distracted for a moment and walks into a low-hanging branch. That does not sound like her, but it happens. And she releases a small band of fiery flies, which fly at the sloth and begin to bother them, scorching their fur in spots. She can either distract the flies with a dance. She does have level 5 of Selvadorian culture, so she is able to do this. She can also miss the flies and consume a Drake's fire quencher. My cat is trying to come over and get cuddles, but we are filming right now. So I think she's going to try to do the Salvadorian dance instead. Artemis starts making noise as she embarks on a local dance, hoping to distract the flies from the sloths. The moves work as the flies are confused by the whirling figure below and decide to fly off. A moment later, a crystal drops from the trees, and as Artemis looks up and locks eyes with once especially friendly sloth, it winks back at her. So we got a crystal, which is very good for our crystal collection. And it's a Simonite, which I think we already had, unfortunately. But at least Artemis is true now. Just to quickly introduce her, this is what she looks like. She does have a scar from one of her trips, but she is a world traveler. She is, as part of her field operative job, she travels around the world to locate ancient magical knowledge, keep tabs on supernatural allies and enemies, and protect the magic realm by either fighting battles, taking out certain sims. Like she's very skilled and basically like a spy or field operative like you have in the army or CIA field operative, but then for the magical realm. And for her skills, she has like a lot of skills already. So she has handiness and herbalism level 8, archaeology level 7, which comes in handy going to Selvadorada, fitness level 6. She has a high Salvadorian culture, logic level 5, fishing level 5, cooking level 4, rock climbing level 4, and then snowboarding vampire lore and skiing level 3. So she does have several skills that help her. And for her traits, she is non-committal, so she doesn't want to commit to someone knowing that she probably has to travel around a lot. She would love to have a child, but she also knows that if she settles down and has a child, she won't be able to do her job as well as she's currently doing it. She is adventurous, so that's also she loves to travel and it really helps her with her job. And she is macabre, so she has this inner darkness that she sometimes shows to light. It's also what helping her with her job. Like she has that dark sense that helps her to sometimes do things that not everybody would be willing to. But for now, like she's just doing her job. She has a strong bloodline. She's also a spellcaster. As mentioned, she's an adept spellcaster. And for now, we are not able to go through this path, unfortunately. It is closed off, so there's only one way to go, and that's up here. So I believe she is going to establish this excavation site. I am going to struggle with excavation because I want to say evacuation so often. Selene, in the meantime, she's just going around trying to dig up some stuff, trying to get some of the fossils we need. I did write down everything that we need for metals, crystals, and the fossil collection to finish it off. So I'm hoping we are able to tick off some of this during the quest. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find anything from the Songcasters this episode. We will see, but for now we're just going to see and explore as much as possible. So while she's doing the collecting and Artemis is doing the I was about to say evacuation again. Excavation. I will just quickly let them do their things before we head on to the next path, slowly making our way up to the temple. And Selene got attacked by spiders, but luckily she had a spider repellent while Artemis is going through the next step. We are going to have Selene also do this because she does have to find an area off the path. So she does have to go through one of these things once. I really wish we were able to go through the one that is over here, because that's the one actually where you go to where the crashed airplane is. Unfortunately, we are not able to go through it now, but we are stumbling upon an abandoned campsite. Clearly a previous adventurer had been through here, as there is the remains of a small fire and old tattered knapsack. There might still be something valuable inside or something dangerous. Artemis, she has a high logic skill, so she is going to do this. And no, she's poisoned. You have a high logic skill. You should be able to do this. And I don't know what's causing it with this outfit, but every single time, like, there's something in her outfit that just makes her glowy. I don't know. I think it's the earrings, to be honest. Like, something of the jewelry that's making her glowy. But Artemis is poisoned. And we need an antidote, which we can get from the people. We do have a bone dust, so maybe we can get it in town. For now, it's getting late. They have gone through some paths. Oh, actually, this is, I believe... Never mind. I was saying, like, this is potentially where you go, but this might be the, wait, brain work. No, this is where you go to the plane. And I think this one is where you go through to the baths. And then this goes through the temple. But we also have this one, and that one I didn't explore recently. So this one I actually don't know. But we're gonna have Selene clear a path with the machete, this one. And Artemis is gonna go through this one. So we can see what's going on. I know where the temple is. I know it's this one to the temple. You can actually also see it where, like, with the way it looks. But I quickly just want to explore the other things and say that they haven't found the way to the temple yet. Even though I know it, like, they don't know it. So they're just gonna explore the paths that are most visible to them, which are these two, and see where they end up. So Selene, are you coming over? Yes, she is. She's still looking so sad with, like, the injuries and her bandaged hand and everything. But luckily, like, the sages did clean up part of, or like heal part of her. So she is not feeling too bad, but she is still, like, having to need some time to heal. But for now, try to get through as much as possible. And if you're not able to get through, we'll return back into town to ask for some, like, help with the poison before we head back into the jungle again. So Artemis is the first one to go through the path, and she is reaching another bed of sloths. So, or trope of sloth. Last time it was a bed of sloths. But they are looking at her warily. She doesn't have high charisma skill, to be honest, but we are just gonna try it. And she tries not to frighten the little creatures, but totally messes up. Yeah, she only has 1 point in charisma. The sloths are super scared and swing off deeper into the jungle. Artemis is so dejected from her failed sloth walk that she walks right into a swarm of bats without even noticing. Oh no. I'm really messing up for you. I should have taken another route. Like, that's my fault. I'm not as great as an explorer as Artemis. Luckily, she has, like, the bat thing. So she does have, like, the plasma bat bait, which is helping her out. But where did we end up? We end up in this location near, like, the edge of the waterfall. Is there anything we can dig up? We can dig this up. Let's see, we can open the treasure chest. There's something that we can fish for. We can dig for this. And I believe 1 more. There we go. Because I also know that from where clicking find collectibles from Selene on, there was an area where we couldn't get to, where she couldn't collect, and I believe this was the area that she actually wasn't able to go through. But it's just another, like, area hidden in the jungle with some collectibles. And Selene go... Okay, so the sloths ran away from Artemis's path, right onto that from Selene. But Selene has higher charisma, so she's gonna walk with the sloths. And Selene feels confident that the sloths won't see her as a threat and strolls right into the trove. The sloths are quite curious about Selene, so that's a lot better than what Artemis was doing. And follow alongside her, swinging through the trees. During the sloth walk, Selene notices a relic on the ground. Score. We're not going to travel to the royal baths because we have Artemis still exploring. But what we are going to do is... But you already opened the treasure chest. You're gonna open the treasure chest instead of Artemis. And then you're just gonna do some fishing. And my cat is trying to like lick my hand. She's sitting on my lap, but she's in like a licky mode. So I'm trying to just take my hand a little bit away from her. But we are just gonna finish the exploration, and I think it's looking at their needs. Like, she definitely needs help, as you have 72 hours from getting poisoned before she dies. So they're just gonna head back into town to quickly just get everything. And what did Selene? Selene got a blessing. So she discovered a hidden jungle area. She got a blessing. So she has some nice artifacts and adventure gear. What did you get? This one you got from the... You got a few things here. A relic base. And some spider repellent. So not much new except for maybe the relic part. Oh, you did get some extra simoleons, which you do need, as we've been spending a lot of money getting all the stuff. And you got a pyrite, which can go to Selene. A fossil, which we're going to extract first. An alien skull, which I believe we already have. And then let's just head back in town before we have another day of exploration. It is the next morning, and Selene is back to looking for all the collectibles around the jungle. So she found a few, and she's going to look for a few more. There is the pathway that she found now that's going to lead to the temple, but she's actually also finding that there is another pathway that is locked over here. But it does have something that she can look after. While Artemis, I always forgot her name there. Artemis is going through this pathway, which they found from the Amiscan baths that they discovered the day before. She did get the cure from a local. She had the bone dust in her inventory, so she was able to just go to the local and exchange the bone dust for something else, or for the cure. But she has now found a mysterious pedestal. A pedestal nestled in the jungle is what looks like an ancient pedestal of some kind. On top is a shiny treasure, clearly placed there as an offering. It's just there for the taking. She does have a high Salvadorian culture. Usually, if you watch like any of those kind of movies, this would be a trap. You lift it, a trap would be revealed. But she does have a high culture. So, from chatting with the locals, she heard rumors about just such a treasure in the jungle. By recalling the lyrics from a traditional song, she follows a sequence of steps that safely deactivates the trap, and she can now just take the treasure. So, the treasure that she caught is this striped quartz gold perica. And the next part has led to this like more yeah, what is this kind of area? It's like this kind of area where people can just gather. Maybe they would have sat down in the past to like discuss certain things over here. But I don't think there's any other place that we can explore further. I'm just checking. It does look nice. I feel like we do have some of the avocados that we can harvest and some plantains, but I don't think there's much else to do. I feel like these were the things that oh wow, Selene. It's getting a little bit tired for me. Maybe I should go to bed at 7:30 in the evening. But Selene is also going to she wanted to harvest these kind of things, and so I feel like we can now have Artemis do it instead. So she builds up a little bit of a gardening skill, which she doesn't have. Selene, in the meantime, she is harvesting some of these berries. She's actually getting a royal report for Mystical Blessing. Did I write it? I know we wrote Ghost of the Past. I don't remember Mystical Blessing. I do want her to write a book about her time as a spellcaster, though. Like, she, of course, experienced a lot as a spellcaster. So Ghost of the Past is basically like her childhood story about her seeing ghosts but nobody believing her. And I want to write like a sequel talking about her as a spellcaster, finding out that what she experienced as a kid was part of her being a spellcaster, and this whole like hidden truth about herself. And this, with the rainbow from the waterfall, gorgeous. But I think after harvesting everything, they are going to go to the jungle. They're actually going to explore this path. So Artemis, once you're done with the rest of the harvesting, just go open this path up for Selene. And we did find a counterfeit statue. We also found an rare omniscient vase, and there's a few more that she still needs to like authenticate, but she did find a few things already that she wanted to make sure were real. So that's something that she also did after getting the cure. While Selene was just doing some like collecting, so she got, let's see where it is. She got 2 Alexandrite, which are specific for jungle adventure. So it's really nice that we actually got these, because they give a temporary mystical sensing trait and recharge the hunger needs if we add them to a jewelry and charge it on the crystal gate. So that's really nice that we got these 2. We didn't got any of the specific fossils for jungle adventure. We did get like some of the plants, but so far I'm still like looking into how we can actually get some of the fossils, because that's something that I would really want to collect as well. That we just finish off all the 5 fossils that you can get from Jungle Adventure, because we need 6 fossils in total. It's 1 from the base game, which is the rarest one, and then we just need the 5 ones from Jungle Adventure to take off that collection. And Artemis did lose her machete, but we already did know that she has high Salvadorian skills, so she is getting another artifact, and we're now traveling to the temple with Selene. So we've made it through to the temple. I already feel like this is going to be the most difficult part that they have to face. You have something that we can excavate up here, but I feel like these girlies just immediately want to get through. There is a trap over here that we need to try to surpass. So why don't we have Artemis examine one of the 2 higher fitness skill. You can examine this one, and then can examine this one. There is... Oh, is this some more bone dust that we can collect? Which you actually have at home if you look at your father. And there's also some books here, which I feel like she... Well, you can read up on archaeology in the meantime, because you don't have that much of an archaeology skill, and it actually will help you. But I feel like we need to like get through this before we are actually able to go through the rest of the temple. Let's see. Do you already have archaeology level 3 actually? Because then you don't need to read the book. No, you're still at level 1, so the book might actually be able to help you. You are not going to go to lodging, but they're both just looking at the statues, trying to figure if there's anything that they can get from it. And I haven't been doing much of this, but I want to take a picture of our girlie exploring, because she looks amazing with a crystal. I still love her crystal on her, but just her trying to figure stuff out in her jungle gear, it really looks nice. So she deserves some pictures of her adventure. Artemis, are you getting through? Is there anything you figured out? Okay, so you found the one that's going to unlock the gate. It's actually going to be reaching into the leaves glyphol, so it's this one, which means you were actually looking at a dot. But we found the entrance, so we are now able to go down. There is an archaeology table, and there's a few things that we can explore here. We also have these 2 traps that she needs to examine as well. So why don't you just not read the book and actually examine these 2, and then Artemis can examine them again as well. Let's see, examine. I didn't mention it in the video before, but I did give her the Jungle Explorer aspiration. I took out the mod, Black Magic mod by 0, because she doesn't have her magic at the moment, and it does give me some last exceptions. So she is now focusing on this, like it's what she's going to focus on while being in Selvadorada. She wants to explore the jungle to find the Suncasters and to find anything that can help her get her magic back. Kieran is currently being watched because we now see a pop of Kieran having mastered potty training. Kieran is being watched by Rowan. Rowan took care of Kieran, of course, after he found Selene hurt on the ground. So Kieran is being taken care by his dad at his dad's home. But for now, our goalie is just going to continue looking through the tabs, and I'll come back once she's actually discovered if one of these work and then show which one is actually the correct one. And Artemis got us through to the next trap again, so she's gonna examine these two for which you need higher fitness and higher archaeology. Selene, of course, is figuring out that she's not finding anything. And I feel like if we do anything wrong, this one just comes to life to attack us. I know it's not gonna happen, but that's the feeling I have. Selene, in the meantime, she needs to take care of her bladder, so why don't you find a bush to pee in? Maybe since we already have like some areas that you can excavate, why don't you just excavate these ones to find some more stuff? And maybe look at these paintings that the Suncasters have left behind to see if there's anything that you can learn about their history. I was able to click on them, so... I was able to click on them, but I'm not anymore. But you could click on these and it would actually give you... There. Study for historical insights. Oh, maybe her archaeology skill is not high enough, but if it is... I will have her like study these for historical insights. Maybe there's something that the Suncasters have left behind for her to learn about her magic, or how the Suncasters use magic that can help her. For now, we haven't found anything so far that will actually be able to help her. So she is, well, she's feeling flirty from the area. She is feeling nauseous. She is getting a bit stressed that this whole trip is been a waste of time. While it's been fun exploring the jungle, it's not her place. But she is starting to feel a bit anxious that this is not going to be where she will get her magic back. Well, for now, we're just gonna keep exploring. We still have like this whole part to get through, so we're getting closer. Actually, very close. Why don't you check out this one? And there is nothing else, so this is got to be the one that activates it. And can we also just put the bone dust in our inventory? Sorry, Alice, but we're not gonna get your job. And excavate here so we can get through the final step, which I feel like Selene is the one that should be going through this. So we did unlock the final room, and I'm just going to have Artemis excavate everything instead of Selene. Selene is just going to collect all of the bone dust and then open the treasure chest, because I feel like she's the one that wants to have that knowledge. She's also going to study for historical insights, some of the areas, just to see if there's anything that she can find from there. For now, I feel like we're not gonna get much information here. We've seen everything. There's nothing on the walls, no scribbles, no information that is going to help her. You went to the toilets, right? I'm just going to bump her bladder up because I know she went to the bush. But I feel like for now she's not finding what she wants. There are still more areas to explore, but we're not going to be able to do it on this trip. So she may come back to Selvadorada if she has the time. For now, she feels a little bit bummed out that she's not finding anything about the Mooncasters that is actually helpful. Like, she's learned that that's where they live. They had the baths. They had, like, this place, a lot of artifacts, but it's not anything about their magic or about how they got their powers, how they use their powers, if there's a way for her to get her magic back. Like, there's nothing actually that she found in there. She's still trying to look at the sun here and like the trees. So it's she's finding out that like the Suncasters, they use the power of the sun to get stronger. It's this energy that made them like more stronger with the earth. They had a lot of connection to the earth, so they could grow plants and they could control fire, which is also why they had all the traps in here. But much else, like how they got the powers or how she can use it to restore her connection, it's not in there. So she she's not feeling into it. Like, I know this is from grieving for her cat, but we're gonna say that she's not feeling into looking further into the Suncasters. She is going to look into the Mooncasters next, which is why she's going to Moonwood Mill after she returns from Selvadorada tomorrow. She is off tomorrow actually for... Oh no, she does have to work. We did take up the vacation days for 5 days, so we actually have these 2 days still off. But she is gonna go into Moonwood Mill once she is coming back home on Tuesday. She wants to look into the Mooncasters next to try to find out if they can help her with her magic. So for now, I am going to end the video here on our girly looking at some of the Suncasters history. I hope you lovelies like this video. If you do, click the little like button down below and let me know in the comments what you think she will find in a Moonwood Mill. Will she be able to find the Mooncasters? Will she find something else? Will she get her powers back, or will she have to find another way to defeat Vlad and get her revenge? Let me know your answers in the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed yet and don't want to miss out on either a chaotic or wholesome video, make sure you click the little subscribe button down below as well. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one.